This is the OPNation Talk on WeUpRadio.com. What's going on, everybody? How you feel today, DJ A? That's what's up.
Man. All right.
I still think we got the smoothest intro, man, in the radio world.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, he's just so cool, but he's saying some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He just, trying to wake us up because everybody's sleeping.
Right, but he's saying in kind of a sleepy way, even though you can feel him. It's just the delivery just so smooth.
He give you that woke sleep rap.
Right.
Yeah. So how was your weekend, man? How was I guess if you do the holiday thing.
Yeah, I do. I celebrate with the intentions of what it's about. I give thanks for people, my family and my friends and stuff like that, and to eat. I give thanks for that. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only thing I really go for.
That's what I'm on. The food and the fellowship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That other stuff, man. What it's really about, I'm not even on, man. That was a fake. That was farce. That was foul.
Yeah.
The real thing.
Yeah, I don't condone that.
But the food and the fellowship. That's what I'm about.
You know what's crazy? Is America was built on theft.
Yeah, it was stolen land. Stolen land.
But they send you to jail for shoplifting or just stupid little petty theft stuff, and then they say $1,000 grand theft, and you know what I'm saying, you go to jail. It's a felony.
Can't pay my fine, so I'm gonna go to jail and do my time.
Right, but the biggest grand theft was coming here and stealing land,
stealing people.
Yeah, stealing all kind of stuff, but there was no punishment for that. There's nothing but celebration for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go to the store and I steal money out the register, I don't even have to rob them at armed robbery. I could just reach over and snatch the money out the register and walk off, and I go to jail. I straight up felony.
One of them top felonies. Too.
Exactly.
That's theft, you know what I'm saying?
But somebody could pull their boat up and have a whole bunch of dudes just jump off the boat and just plot this takeover and just say, all right, this is America now. This is not whatever it was called before that. You know what I mean? That's dead. But we celebrate it every year.
Right.
Thanksgiving, which is nothing was given, it was tooken.
Right. It was take giving. Yeah, that don't even sound right.
But that's more accurate.
Crooks give. Oh, are you kidding
Crook
me?
giving? I don't know.
Yeah.
Thanks taking.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
It's retarded, man.
Very, and I don't get it. Foul.
So did you see? I'm sure you may have saw at least clips of it. The Mike Tyson and Roy Jones event.
I didn't watch that.
You ain't watch it? You didn't want to watch the old man rumble?
I didn't want to condone that. Even though it was supposed to be for a good cause.
Yeah.
Man, I knew there was going to be all kind of I was like,
The highlight fight of the night was the Nate Robinson fight.
I heard he got knocked the F out.
He ain't get knocked out. He got laid out. Like he shouldn't have been in there. I'm just say that. He got caught with 3 blind punches. The dude wasn't even looking. He just threw the punch.
And caught him.
And maybe one of them he was looking. But that final knockout, he closed his eyes, threw the punch, and Nate Robinson was on the floor. All he needed was a pillow.
And they doing the Nate Robinson challenges now.
Yeah, he planked. He was out. You should have seen how he was fighting though. Like he was fighting like he was just. He fought like he did. He never been there before. Like because he hadn't.
Know what he was doing.
Yeah. So it was just terrible, man.
I knew he was gonna get knocked out off the rip.
Yeah, I did too.
As soon as he came out rushing dude like they was in the hood, I said he about to get knocked out. What the fuck is wrong with him?
He thought he had a Kimbo Slice moment or something, man. Like
man, he had zero training.
He just came out there.
It was the name that got him.
It was nothing about his fighting stance that said boxing.
Nah.
I went live and played it on my live, and we watched it on live. They took it down, but we watched it on live. Me and my followers, and we roasted that dude from the time he came out. And I kept saying to dudes, I said, "Man, he about to get knocked out. He about to get knocked out." And boom.
You can't. Hey,
got
and
knocked the F out.
the realest quote of the night. You can't play boxing.
No,
you can't play
No,
it.
you can't.
Like, there's no playing boxing.
No, it's not. It's all
Yeah.
business, all blows.
You go in there playing around, boy. That's what happens.
That's it.
He was-
You play.
He had took a nice little power nap.
Put to sleep.
Yeah,
Nate Robinson.
that is
planking.
that was the highlight of the night. But besides that,
He getting roasted
the
on.
Mike Tyson and Roy Jones fight itself, it was a nice fight for two old dudes, two older guys.
How many rounds was it?
It was 8 rounds, 2-minute
Okay.
rounds, and
Women's
in my
fight.
opinion, Mike
Women's
Tyson
rule.
beat the shit out of him.
I ain't gonna say he beat the shit out of him.
He probably didn't beat the shit, but he did win.
He fucked his
honestly.
body up.
He didn't really hit him in the face or nothing. He really went more to the body.
Oh, he
He kind of like what he spared him, because I think if he would have went up top,
he would
it
have
would have
knocked
been
him out.
over with.
Knocked the F out. You know what I'm
But
saying?
Mike Tyson, I believe Mike Tyson clearly won because he was the most accurate. He landed more efficient punches.
Okay.
He did throw less punches, but he landed more.
Effective punches.
Yeah, his percentage was higher.
Right, because he got him in
Roy
the key
Jones
spots.
was just kind of throwing. He just was tapping him.
Let me hurry up and get this over with.
Yeah.
It's for charity.
But
Man, it was like watching your uncles fight at the get together.
Exactly was.
That's what it
It
was.
was. They was too drunk, and they was too
I'm
drunk.
about to
uncles.
punch you. I'm about to punch you in my face. I'm about to jump in here a little bit.
It was looking like two drunk uncles fighting over the last can of beer because nobody wanted to go to the store.
And
That's exactly how it looked.
like, nigga, you go to the store. No,
But
you
I
go
will
to the
say
store.
Mike Tyson did look good for not having a fight over 15 years. He
He's
did.
training.
And he's what, 53, 54?
54.
Yeah.
54, yeah. And Roy Jones had a fight about 3 years ago or something like that,
He
supposedly.
looked way out of shape, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man boobs.
Tell
and
me something
everything.
about what about me?
Yeah, he knew ain't nobody, he already knew what it was. He just wanted to make Roy look good. Now, that was very professional of him, man.
It make
For
Roy
real.
look good, huh?
That was professional, man. I liked it that.
It make
I
him
liked
look
it that.
good. It make him save face, huh?
Yeah. Difficulties.
Oh, I came in with some aggression, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I ain't expect that.
Man, I'm just saying.
Man, I just said, man.
Oh, there
Man,
you go. There
Tyson
you go.
came. Tyson, it was funny.
It was.
It was borderline. When they said it was a tie, I lost it. I
tripped.
said, man, come on, what the betters gonna do? Did anybody bet? 216-772-3393. Call in and tell us, did you bet?
Who?
Right.
I wonder who.
Tyson.
I wonder who actually said. I bet you it's gonna be a draw. I bet you at least one person in America somewhere said it's gonna be a draw. Watch. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, I know everybody I was watching the fight with kept saying Tyson gonna beat him up.
Nobody I knew said it was gonna be. Everybody said I put up a post at the post. Who you got? And everybody said Tyson.
Yeah, I said Tyson. But like, if they wouldn't have been on that sucker stuff, you know what I'm saying? Tyson would have won. But I think I think that was an agreement. Like, we're just gonna call it a draw at the end.
Man, that shit was like a rap battle.
Yeah.
We just leave it to the commenters and the post
Right.
to say who won.
There you go.
We ain't gonna go by points. We ain't gonna go by the conventional boxing method. If the rounds would have lasted 3 minutes, Roy Jones would have got knocked out.
Yeah, because
so
he was
too.
very tired, man. He was
like he
winning.
was-
They both
Man,
was tired,
you
but
could
Roy
hear them-
Jones was just
You could hear them body shots hitting Roy like sizzling. Pow!
yeah. And you see how he holding his body at the end of the interview.
They had the Mexican referee. I thought it was gonna be like, watch, guard your liver. Because he hit him in the liver a couple times. Then at the end, he told him, he said, man, Tyson hit me real hard, and I got all the respect in the world. He said, I got all the respect in the world because you took it.
Yeah, because he took it. Right. That was funny. That was a funny.
Man, that was so funny, man.
That was
And he
funny
talking about let's
post-fight.
do it again, and Roy Jones made the face like,
He's
what?
like, man, well, I'm gonna just have to talk to my wife and family, and etc.
That looked like hell no.
His family ain't gonna tell him nothing but what the same thing America say, man. It's over with, man. Y'all just gone.
Just sit on
Y'all
down,
gonna quit playing.
smoke your weed, raise your chickens, Roy.
I know for a fact Mike Tyson is gonna be back with another old rumble. It's gonna be another old man rumble.
Mike
with
Tyson
somebody.
wanted to fight for real.
Yeah, he was fighting for real. He just didn't want to go up top, hit to the head.
Yeah, because
he wanted to spare him.
Yeah.
I think Mike spared him. They made a deal in the back like, look, I don't want to hurt you. I'm just gonna go beat you up in the body real nice.
Make it look good. Make it look right. Make it look like a little bit of a fight.
We're just gonna make it look good. We out here for the culture. That's the new Mike Tyson. Because the old Mike Tyson wouldn't have gave a damn about none of that.
Took his head off.
Them dudes went out there. They was out there trying to do it for senior citizens all over the country.
We still got it, y'all. Let y'all know.
The old and washed up. That's what that shit.
Rachel said 2 drunk uncles.
Yeah, I seen 2 drunk uncles. That's definitely what it was. 2 drunk uncles fighting over the last beer.
I can't believe that the hugging level of hugging, like it was like
he showed
like why is every time this nigga Tyson throw a punch you grab his arm?
Because he was tearing that body apart, man.
It was like the whole fight, Roy was just trying to survive.
He was, because he them first few body shots in that first round, he knew he was in. He already knew what he was in for.
His corner had to be telling him, listen, whatever you do, don't let him knock you out. Because he's trying to knock you out.
Yeah, that would have been a smooth knockout by the body. Because he like I said, he didn't go up top for real.
At least he didn't make all them memes Nate did.
Oh, yeah.
Because if he would have got knocked out, his ass would have been grass.
It would have been bad.
They tearing Nate ass up.
It's people coming to his defense. I done seen
Who, Nate?
Yeah, Nate.
They tearing Nate up so bad, he got people coming like, look, please just get off his back. He fought his fault. He was a slam dunk champion. He played basketball. He thought he was an all-around athlete.
He played college football. And
Did he train at all? It looked like he might have did 7 push-ups
before he came out there.
He did look out of shape too, and he was just one of them backyard fighters.
Did he have a trainer? Did anybody spar with him?
Right. I mean, did he have a corner, people?
Man,
right. That's what I'm saying. Did anybody spar with him in the locker room or anywhere?
Somebody should have just kept it real with him. Like, look, you ain't
he
ready
came
for
up
this.
like, nigga, this my coat. Give it back. He ain't no.
You ain't ready for this.
Junior high school fighting for his hat back
or his fruit cup.
You want your cornbread? Yeah, I want my cornbread.
He fought him for
Get
that.
off
Got
my
knocked the fuck
cornbread.
out for his cornbread.
Yeah, and that must have been some good cornbread. Cause
I think the other fights was less memorable. They was more mediocre.
I didn't even see those fights.
I saw all of them. I was watching it. I was at work DJing. They played the first fight on the TV. And I said, listen, I got to get away from this DJ and I got to get to the house because I got to see Tyson. I knew he wasn't going to go until like 11.
Yeah, he the main event. They the main
and I don't know where everybody else watching us from, but in our city, at 10 o'clock, everything closed.
Yeah, everything.
Right. So
everything.
everybody, a lot of people was at home.
Except for gas stations.
Right, in stores, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, right, you was at the house looking at it on your Fire Stick.
On the Fire Stick.
Yeah.
They was blocking the fight. They kept messing with the Fire Stick. And then eventually they was just like, fuck it. They still, we might as well quit fucking with it now. Because if you ain't buy it already, you ain't going to buy it.
Right, so just let it ride.
Right. It was like the 5th round they stopped doing it. They stopped messing with the Fire Stick. And then at the end where I was at, they had cut off the end for the decision. I'm like, how y'all gonna do that? Like that's dirty. You know what I'm saying?
They cut it off before that?
Yeah, right. At the last round, ended, they cut it off at the decision. I'm like, man, y'all dirty. That ain't cool.
Man, I went live with my good friend on Instagram, Tila Tees, and we roasted them the whole fight.
Yeah. Talking about Mike and Roy.
Man, that fight was so funny, man. It was just the moves wasn't crisp as they used to be. I think Tyson was trying.
He was. He looked good for somebody who didn't fight.
He looked like Mike Tyson, punch out Tyson. He had the twinkle toes, ding 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 ding. He had the bobbing and weaving. He had a lot of stuff going on. But he wasn't getting it off due to the high level of hugging that was taking place.
Yeah. Roy Jones trying to calm him down.
They call him Roy Hug Jones now.
Right. I would call him something like that too.
Roy Huggin' Jones.
Huggy Jones. That's his name.
Huggy Jones. The wrap up man. His corner must have told it, wrap it up.
Wrap it up, Roy.
She said, "Why though? Them old,
Lachey said,
old ass dust."
"Why though? Them men old as dust."
Yeah.
But see, this is a testament to this generation. It lets you know that nigga, sometimes you gotta get old and sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do this. I mean, you can try, but this was gonna happen. You're gonna become a meme. You're gonna get roasted.
Yeah.
You're not gonna look as good as you think you did. Not because I know they at home looking at the fight and Roy like, I can't believe I hugged him that much. I bet you if they do a scientific background check on the fight, it would show that Roy hugged him more than they boxed.
Yeah. More than he was throwing punches.
Yeah, he definitely was hugging a lot. He had like 400 hugs.
That's punches. What they saying online. They like it was like 400 hugs.
Yeah. That's true though. He was hugging the hell out of him, man.
Yeah. Man, Roy was in the after interview holding his ribs and didn't realize he was holding his ribs.
Yeah,
and then he dropped his hands and tried to stand a little cocky, but he was still lean. Man, them liver shots. Yeah. I thought the Mexican ref like, watch the liver, guard your liver.
She said they needed them little ends. Need to get paid. Yeah.
Shit, Tyson got $10 million for that, but he said he giving it to charity.
There you go.
I don't think he giving every dime to charity though.
He said he giving a large portion of it to charity.
What about
so he gonna keep some of it. Nah, I don't know.
A large portion would be at least 8.
You would think, but I think it's gonna be more towards 7.
I say half.
That's a large.
I'm more with you. I'm gonna say either half or like 6.
Yeah, he gonna keep
out of 10.
He gonna keep enough for him.
That's about right. 6
but
or 7
it's good that he actually giving it to a charity than snort it up like he used to back in the day.
Or he can smoke it up now. He got the weed farm.
But he it's free for him because he grow it.
Yeah. He got his own weed.
Yeah, he do got his own.
He like coming to America. He got his own weed, baby.
Tax write-off.
They call it punch out. That's what his weed is called. Punch out.
She said tax write-off.
Yeah, tax write-off.
Exactly.
Is it called that?
I don't know.
No, they saying that it's a tax write-off that once you give it to charity, it is.
Oh yeah, it is. So that way he ain't got to worry about paying taxes.
There you go.
That's the rich man's
way
to get out.
It's like I'm gonna pay taxes, but I'm gonna decide who I get the money to.
That's it.
That's smart though. Because I definitely would if I was rich.
Yeah,
I would do the same thing.
Right, so I can keep more of that bread and say, yeah.
I don't think none of us know what we're going to do until we get rich, what we're going to do when we get rich.
That would be a nice problem
if I can get a tax write-off for donating, I'm going to do it. I don't want to just give my taxes away.
Yeah, I mean, have it. Take it off the top.
Tyson said he ain't had a fight in 15 years. What about me? Am I chopped liver over here?
Yeah, right.
He was mad as hell that when nobody asked him, is you okay? Like, he just had a fight 3 years ago.
Yeah, we already knew that Mike Tyson was okay.
I believe Roy went in there with a certain level of confidence. He wasn't prepared to lose. But he wasn't prepared to win, but he wasn't prepared to lose either.
Right.
Nah, but I really feel like that he was in back of his head that it was very possible that he can get knocked out and lose. I know he was thinking in back of his head that like
he had to be taking the shots he was taking. He was like, "Damn, this nigga still hit hard."
Right. That's why
he tried to do that little chicken hawk shit. He almost got the feathers knocked off his ass.
Yeah.
Sugar T. White said, "What you expect from 2 vets? They was in their prime like 30 years ago."
Facts.
Yeah. You know damn right.
Facts.
Yeah. They say IRS, they get it. They getting some. Of course, they getting some of theirs.
They gonna get taxed.
For sure.
And then they say, one of them say, facts, I'm buying wigs, and more wigs. All right, yeah, okay. That's your tax write-off.
That's it.
That's what you're gonna do if you get rich. Just buy a whole bunch of wigs.
I hope she giving it out to people who need hair.
Different.
Donate it to the cancer hospital or something.
Donate to the Locks with Love, whatever that thing is.
This show called We Are the Champions on Netflix I've been watching, and they got a weave competition on there.
Really?
What?
It's one competition is a hot pepper competition where they eat the world's hottest peppers. Dudes be on that bitch crying, throwing up mucus, extreme mucus leakage.
The word leakage itself is just making it look
the hottest
terrible.
pepper in the world is 1,006,000 Scoville heat units. That's what they use to measure how hot a pepper is, right?
Scoville heat.
Well, okay.
They had peppers on there that was 3 million Scoville heat units, meaning that how hot they was. Like, they uneatable to the average man.
Right.
So who gonna eat that?
This one dude named Atomic something, he ate that motherfucker and he was looking like he was holding it in, but he was ready to die.
Did he swallow it?
They had to swallow it.
Oh,
They got to round 13. Every round they got is progressively hotter.
I think I seen that show. That's like Hot Wings or Hot Ones or something like
When he
that.
took his shit, did they like put ice cubes up his butt or something? I mean,
No, they had a couple milk on the table. You throw up or you drink the milk, you out.
Oh, you can't drink the milk because the milk calm it down better than water. The water make it hotter.
No, I would never even attempt to enter that. They got this. It's called the Louisiana or the Carolina Reaper. It's the Guinness Book of World Records hottest pepper. Right, but they got the dude who grow that one bred other peppers with the Reaper's strand and came up with even hotter peppers.
So ghost pepper used to be the hottest pepper.
They got
right?
a Ghost Reaper.
They got a
That's a hybrid.
Oh hell!
Wow.
But these peppers is over military grade pepper spray. Like, dudes is falling out.
I would. I'm falling
The
out just
reason
hearing.
we're talking about because we was talking about the wigs and they also had the hair weave competition on there.
And
they held that in Louisiana. Now hair weave, I had no idea the competition was that fierce.
And weave
man, they got dudes hanging from what they call those strings that be in the ceiling where they hold you in the air, dudes in midair cutting air.
Yeah, like one of them.
And doing shit.
Yeah, like in the movies, like they got the little
suspension.
Yeah,
okay,
suspended in midair. They got a contest on there with frog jumping. Now I thought that was real interesting. Do you know the frog jumping contest is 3 hops, and that's how you know how far your frog jump. So you get 3 hops from. They got a fake little lily pad.
An actual frog.
They got actual American bullfrogs. Is the frog you have to have. They drop the frog on the lily pad like doink, and then they make it jump, and they get 3 jumps. The world record is 21 feet and 5 inches. That's like a 7 feet jump 3 times. That's a long way for a frog's legs.
I'm scared of frogs. That's what she say on the thing.
The frog's supposed to be scared. I think I would train my frog.
Yeah, the frog is more scared of
train
you.
the frog?
Oh yeah, that's what it is. The Bonner Brothers competition. That's the hair competition.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They
she
down
know
there
her.
for years. She probably been in a couple.
Yeah, she the one. I think she the one that said something about the wigs. Yeah, no, that ain't her.
That wasn't her. That was
my bad.
That was the Shay.
She said random ass facts to know. LOL.
Yeah, this just something that interests me, man. You know why I be on weird little loop. You know you go out down these weird rabbit holes when you get to watching streaming TV.
Yeah.
And I winded up here some kind of way, and I said frog leaping contest. This record for the 21.5 has been in existence for 30 years. It can't be broken. They haven't been broken. The closest I think they came was like 18 feet.
Well, that's a hell of a frog. You must have gave that frog some cocaine.
Do you put weights on the frog's back?
You put little ankle weights on their legs?
No, you got to put some little lead balls in the backpack on the frog.
Yeah. A little sack or whatever.
Got to do something.
I think I will put the frog in the box and duct tape his legs down.
So he just keep on moving his legs.
Yeah, so he just gets stronger. I give him a little slack so he can get his little.
Be like a resistant
like
band.
a car trying to start up, but he'll never get off the ground. And I keep him in a real tight box. I know you probably think that's weird, but I think that once I let him go and let his legs loose, he gonna be trying to get so far away from me as fast as he can.
You probably want to get him on the lily pad.
Like, boing! He gonna be like Frogger in traffic.
Yeah, that's it for him.
You ain't gonna be able to get him on the lily pad, man. It's gonna run away.
Oh man, it is so. And then this is one competition on there. I forgot to tell you about this one. It's the cheese roll.
Nah, I can't eat no frogs.
Cheese roll.
The cheese roll.
It's a round cheese. It's a round block of cheese. You know how they make cheese round, right?
Yeah, the round, like the cheese wheel.
They got us. No, it's in another country.
What?
I forgot it. Was it Ireland? It's in one of them weird countries. But it rolls down a steep hill. I'm talking about this hill.
You know what? I seen that.
It's steeper than Forest Hill.
Yeah,
it's a steep hill. Like you wouldn't sled ride down it. You might wind up going 100 miles an hour.
It's like a straight drop.
It's almost to the point. It's steep. Whoa. I forget how many degrees it is, but it's a certain angle. And what they do is they roll the cheese down the hill, and it's everybody in the contest could be like 20, 30 people, and they just run down the hill behind it. The first one to make it down the hill across the finish line wins.
Yeah, I seen that. It's like in Germany or something, ain't it?
Fucked up.
I think it's like Germany or something like that, or Switzerland.
One of them countries.
Switzerland.
Man, they be getting trampled, stomped, rolled on. Then you got a couple the girl who won broke her ankle. They
be looking crazy, man.
That's a whole village of people that don't got shit to do.
But like, that's their version of running with the bulls. That's how they
it don't matter
explain it.
It don't matter how you make it down, as long as you make it down first.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. You don't understand. You can't roll. There's no way you can just roll down the hill. It's so steep.
You will fall and roll.
And
if
you try to, there's so many. No, they put little holes and gaps and dents in the. It's not a firm surface. It's a soft dirt surface.
And mud.
If you go down, you will get trampled. And
you got to get back up and keep running.
Yeah. You got to just jump and tuck and roll. Because if you stop, you're getting trampled. It didn't happen. They dudes was getting their face pushed in the mud. It was like, damn.
You're right.
Then you can't stop yourself. Once you start down that hill, you got to get to the bottom, or you're gonna get trampled. It's just that simple.
You be slipping in mud and
the ones who win, they just keep jumping in the air and landing all willy nilly and jumping in the air, and it's like watching the frogs, but they people.
You're watching the frogs.
They people jumping and rolling and bouncing.
If you get a chance though, check it out. It's on Netflix. It's called We Are the Champions. It's a series. I ain't even watched a show about dog dancing.
Oh no.
This is DJ gonna say it tastes like chicken. You want to eat the frogs?
Man,
I couldn't eat the
frogs.
You did,
man.
Oh man, I can't eat that.
I ain't eating nothing weird. I'm eating the same shit.
The same.
Beef, pork, fish, and chicken.
You gonna eat, man? You done ate some octopus?
No, the fuck I haven't. I might have tried one ring of it, but just to see that shit like chitlins. I don't like none of that extra shit.
Man, now did you eat some chitlins this past week?
Absolutely not. There's no way in the hell I'm eating intestines.
You eat the swine, you eat the pork.
I don't eat intestines though. I ain't one of those rooter to the tutor ass dudes.
Yeah, I don't see how people still eat that though.
I thought if you eat pork, you eat whatever pork, even pig snoots, and tails.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm too picky for all that. When I used to eat pork, I couldn't do it.
You didn't eat no spam?
No.
I love spam.
Hey, y'all, the phone line's open 216-772-3393. Call in and tell us how you feel about all this stuff, man.
How
especially
would you train
the fight.
Your frog? That's what we know.
Right.
How would you train your frog?
Trainer, any frog.
They show them training the frogs. They just put them drop them on a little lily pad and get behind them like jump. The one dude get on his hands and knees like a frog and jump right behind him. Wow. I think I would just scare the shit out of him. Like,
I love spam. I don't know. I can't do that.
You love spam? Spam's made out of chitlins?
No, I don't know what's made out of.
When I ate pork, I didn't eat no chitlins, man. I ain't about to eat no shit.
Yeah. I used to see what fucked me up was chitlins is cleaning them. My aunt used to make me clean chitlins every Christmas. And they had to be like borderline see-through.
Yeah.
And I hated it, but I had to do it because I was a kid and I'd get my ass whooped if I didn't. Yeah, so I learned how to do it good and fast.
I'm glad I didn't have to do that.
I never had to do it, but I was there when it was being done, and that made me
smells
get the fuck
like
out of there.
shit.
Yeah, it smells like a sewer.
They feed livestock like pigs and cows. They feed them certain types of food so they shit don't smell like it would normally smell.
And that's terrible because it still smells terrible.
And when the chitlins come out the bucket, they still got shit residue on them.
I done seen straw in the chitlins.
It's all kind of shit in the chitlins. It's little
dirt, it's
pores
rocks
and pockets in the skin. filled with chilling shit.
Right.
I can't do it, man. I never could eat that, man.
And then they sitting in the kitchen sinking some warm water. And she talking about just stick your hands in there and start grabbing them bitches and peeling them blues.
That's the nastiest shit ever made. That's worse than pig snoops.
You think you coming out of it?
About that.
You know that's what's in sauce.
It is swine.
I don't eat that.
Man, I used to love sauce, man.
Yeah, I can't eat that.
Yeah, it do take some days to get that shit smell off your hands.
Right.
Yeah.
You be still smelling them a week or two later.
You be laying in your bed sleep like, what's on my hands?
I see, man. Like, I can't, man. I just couldn't do it, man. For one, that
shitty noodles.
Yeah, that's exactly what they is.
That's a slavery delicatessen.
Yeah.
When the masters used to make hog roast and they used to cook the whole pig, they would eat like the ham, the rump, and every other piece of it that didn't get ate, the scraps would get thrown to the slaves.
That's where pig
all
meat.
the discard, like when they clean the pig to cook it, all the guts would be in the refuse bucket, and they say, if y'all want to take it. And our ancestors, especially the strong black queens of the slavery days, would turn shit into something to eat.
That's how they say you turn shit into gold, man.
There you go.
They'd be like,
I guess that's where it came from.
I'm a boy. Who was the first person to boil that shit down? And did they have an onion?
Oh man,
it had to eventually. That's where it because I noticed my grandmama used to cook them, and that's how she did it to cut the scent down. You know what I'm saying? Throw the onion in there. So it had to come from after a point some slave shit. You know what I'm saying? It had to. I think that was a past.
Oh man!
Shout out Eugene. What's up, fam?
She said he trying to clean it, trying to clean some.
Flip it.
It messed her up because it had corn still in it in the chitlins.
Yeah, I've seen rocks in the chitlins.
Damn.
I've heard people talking about. Have you ever seen beef chitlins? Do they make those?
No.
I don't think cows' intestines is long enough.
I don't think they edible. No.
They bigger though, so I would think they longer. But that don't mean nothing like that.
She said, look at what's going on. Niggas eating ass for the fun of it.
Yeah, you know, so, I mean, I guess that's they chitlins throughout the year, man.
It's a lot of preferences in this world that this generation has made acceptable by just saying it's cool.
Yeah. And a lot of it come off of music, man.
I'm not sure people in my generation ate as much ass as they do now. And not so willy-nilly, like,
right.
They don't even like. I'll be watching movies. They don't even smell it first. Like
they just go right in.
I gotta smell my food before I eat it.
Right, to make sure it's safe.
I just can't crack an ass open and be like, la 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 la.
Nah, man, I can't do that.
Clean? Do you wipe good? Did you recently shower? Are you fresh out the tub or jacuzzi?
Right.
I'm not just gonna eat unprepared booty.
No.
I'm not gonna eat booty. First of all, let me get that clear.
I'm about to say, you don't look like a booty man.
Even if I did eat some booty, it would at least have to be properly cleaned and prepared.
Yeah, you do got to clear it up because you know the internet's something else.
Yeah, they'll take that little clip and go eat booty. He's like Kevin Gates.
Is that why they call him Goldie? That's like, and then the crazy part about it is,
as a woman, I need a woman to call in 216-772-3393 and tell me the etiquette, the proper way to ask to get your booty ate.
Yeah, and then also on top of that,
prepare the booty.
Also on top of that, how do men allow a woman to do that to them? Because it's been dudes, it's dudes that be like, yeah, man, you know, I let her do it. I'm like, man, what?
Scarface said it. Opened up my butt cheeks and started licking out my asshole.
Man, and then Juicy J was saying
that's where it started.
When on Slob on My Knob.
Yeah.
The natural curly hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that. Yeah, he was saying that. Man, I don't get it though. Like there's no manly way. There's no manly way to get that done to you.
Because I'm just that's too sensitive, man. Just
imagine it throwing your legs back and then you just gotta sit there and take it.
No, man, no, just throwing my legs back is already.
That's what I'm saying. It's no manly way to get it done.
It's extra. It's kind of weird to me.
I'm not throwing my legs back for no broad, man. That's gay already. Why am I throwing my leg? Ain't no way. I'm gonna throw her legs back and dig it out, but no way.
Right.
Yeah, like she just said it. Back in the day, niggas thought eating box was that. We did. Like it wasn't no pride in saying, "Oh yeah, you wasn't in high school." Like I ate the pussy, nigga.
No,
like now they going around like I ate the pussy in the ass.
They talking about doing that, and they talking about coming in chicks and giving them plan
We
B.
used to struggle. I don't know about y'all, but it was a struggle just to ask to get some head.
Yeah.
What's the nice way to ask to suck my dick? What is the nice way to say it?
I don't know, man. I guess it just depends on who you dealing with, I guess.
Well, I mean, we had this conversation before DJ on the air. What's the nice way to ask for head? Do you just be like, hey, you want to kiss it or something?
Right,
I don't know, man.
I don't do that nasty shit. Could you just lick it a little? You down there, you might as well put it in your mouth. I mean, I don't know what you supposed to say.
She said, dudes got to lay back and spread them cheeks.
No,
that ain't happening.
Hell no.
He say, can I kiss it? That's what Lachey say. Can I kiss it?
But that's a girl action. That's not a man action for it.
Getting your ass licked is... It can become a one-time thing, or it can become a every-time thing.
Fetish, yeah. Like you gotta have it like
I just think that one time is
throwing your legs.
It's the indicator. You're gonna be like, did I like that?
Nah, but like, if you got the courage to even let them do it, like, that's just even.
I don't think it's a masculine way to crack your cakes open.
It's not. It's no manly way to do it.
Do you bend over doggy style? Do you lift one leg up, lay on your side?
What's the trigger?
There's no way,
Do you throw your legs in the air any way you look at it?
What's the signal to let her know I want my booty ate? You know, man, what's that signal?
Slap on my knob like corn on the cob. That's the way to ask?
That's what a woman
216-772-3393. Somebody call in and give me some insight. Because y'all ladies, no, it's a turn off. You got to save something for marriage. So that's a savior for marriage?
No, you can't. You know what?
I don't know.
Me personally, I just can't do it. I just can't do it.
How would you look at your husband the next morning after you tossed this salad and he liked it?
Exactly. He gonna be like, do it again, baby. Like, that's just weird.
Yeah,
like, and then how would you feel if y'all got married and then he sprung it on you? Like, hey, I want you to do it for
the
me.
Bible say all that's in here stay in here. You think you could lick my booty?
Right. but I think that would be one of them things. That would be one of those things. You know how like when you get married and then you find out you just married somebody you don't know.
Do you ask on the first date like
know.
Is that a first date question? Like, hey, I just on GB. Do you eat booty? Like, how do you even get to that conversation? There got to be alcohol involved.
Yeah, you got to be drunk and high.
Got to be something. Or just straight out, just flat out freak. You got to be one of those. Yeah, there are some flat out freaks that just be like, hey, look, this is what I like. And then that's,
and then it's all
go from there. Right. Yeah.
But it's to the point now where dudes is dumpster diving.
Yeah, they
push her head down past the gooch. That's what works for you, man. That's crazy. She just licking on the balls, and you keep pushing her head. She feels the pressure.
Yes.
Of her neck being adjusted.
There's nothing manly about it.
She sees you hunching your anus in the air, your rectum.
It's nothing.
She tastes a little corn or something.
Peanut butter.
She's like, what is that?
Butt fudge.
It's a little gritty. You gonna fuck it up. I can tell you this much. If you eat a nigga booty 9 times, well, I don't know about now, it's kind of more common, but back in the day, if you ate a nigga booty, he was yours for life. Because you ain't about to be running around telling nobody you ate his booty.
No.
I would hope he wouldn't go around saying
she
that.
She said, hey, what's your name? Do you eat ass?
What? I mean, shit, I guess you got to ask because these dudes on the internet, they'll just go slip off in the comment, like, and everybody can read it. yeah, I'll eat your booty. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just all out in the open, like
Right. Like
Up bored, wish I had some booty to eat.
right, exactly. Like damn, like yeah, right. Like, and then they be like, who want to come watch TV with me, or a movie? And then these dudes were like, yeah, you know, I'll come over there. You want your booty ate too? Like, damn.
Man, we gotta quit talking about booty eating, man. What's next? What you got next
on a serious note, you know what I'm saying? Kyle,
Donald Trump said he ain't leaving.
Yeah, that too. I was getting to that. We can get to that. We can get to that right now. He said he basically said he ain't conceding. He ain't leaving. He don't think that the election is fair. He think it was rigged up, but he has no evidence to back it up. And every state that he brought that attention to in the courts, they threw it out, saying there's no evidence. Yep. Even the Republican judges and all that.
Today they were supposed to have the briefing, or is it tomorrow? Where Donald Trump's supposed to tell the new president everything he know. Like, this was going on. We got this going. Donald Trump gonna be in there like, you figure it out.
Yeah, right. Because he's a butthole, man. Oh, we just got done talking about buttholes, but he is. Though.
Speaking of assholes,
right?
But he is though. Like that's why he didn't get reelected, because he's so forward. You know what I'm saying?
They done recounted and hand counted
every state, twice,
and then it was
truffle butter,
right? Oh yeah,
nasty.
Right. Yeah. But he just been. That's why he got voted out, and he just too disrespectful, man. Like I understand that you want to be forward and you want to show people who you really are, but at the same time you got to have some type of professionalism. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't go to my job and just talk, just act the way he act toward management. Because for one, the people are in management to
you are their manager, right?
You know what I'm saying? So I can't go to work and be like, yo, man, you know what? You ask me about whatever the job has, you know what I'm saying, is entitled to do, and you ask me about that, like, hey, did you sweep your bus off? And you like, and just walk out, like, don't say nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? Now they in limbo, like, did he clean it? Like, is it sanitized? You know what I'm saying? You know, Corona around here, like,
right? Did he do
you know
that?
what I mean? Like, and it's just like, I'm leaving you in limbo, so I'm just gonna not answer that.
And that could be subject for job loss right there.
Exactly. You know and that's exactly why he's got voted out, because he been doing that for 4 years.
And plus, he was firing people at least once a week. Sometimes
and then
two people a week.
if it wasn't what he agreed with, he'll fire him. Yeah, you got to go.
Right, because you don't agree with me. Get out of here.
Right. And when
when
he had the case come up, he fired the lawyer.
And then he got Giuliani.
Yeah,
Giuliani.
Yes, he did. And now Giuliani is doing a poor job. I can do Giuliani's job.
And he was mayor.
All I gotta do is make up allegations like, yo, yeah, this is fraud. All I gotta do is make it up and then go to court and then get it thrown out. I could do that.
Right.
Pay me to do that. You know what I'm saying? That was just straight goofy. And so basically, all of them threw it out. They say, hey, you ain't got no proof. So, whatever. He applied through Indeed. Oh yeah, he had to, cause or what's the other website? It's Indeed, and it's another website named LinkedIn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he applied on Indeed, cause he definitely not qualified. I mean, did you see how he was sweating his dye all the way down?
Man, he had his dark and lovely. He was sweating it out, man. Come on, man. He had his what they call
Beijing.
Man, they gonna
Beijing
evict that nigga. They're gonna show up with the crew and they're gonna start setting this shit on the line.
Yeah, that's
like, I ain't want none of that shit anyway.
That's what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to really force him out. Come on, Trump, let's go and get you up out of here.
They gonna be like, Mr. Trump, we hate to do this, but could you please step aside?
Right.
I'm not moving nowhere.
He gonna be in jail.
Ivanka, you better not get up.
I think the reason why he's so adamant on trying to win or saying that it was fraud is because he got to deal with cases.
His ego.
He got to deal with cases too.
Yeah, he do got to deal with cases.
He got a list of. He got a laundry list of cases that he got to deal with.
But is all of them gonna stick though? Is any one of them gonna stick? Are they?
It's possible. They got enough. They got enough from one of them to stick.
He gonna convict, man. I mean, I want it to work.
Even if he don't get convicted, he's gonna pay a fine.
Oh, he gonna pay a hefty fine, but he gonna try to get out of paying half of it if it's not none of it. You know what I'm saying? You know he's gonna try to do that. You know this case is gonna drag on for many years.
He's gonna do his best to drag it out, and then if he get elected again in 2024, which he's supposed to say he's supposedly, it's a rumor that he's running again, which I think he will because he mad right now.
I don't think he's ever gonna win again.
He just need to sit down somewhere, keep playing golf, and just keep on running this.
I mean, that's what he's been doing for 4 years. He ain't been doing shit.
And he really been doing that the last couple weeks though.
Oh yeah, he really
been kicking it at.
He really ain't. Like, cause if he really wanted to run in 2024,
I'm trying to figure out, is we getting another check?
That's what I was just about to get to. If he really wanted to get reelected in 2024, he'd get that bread for us. He'd do everything in his power to make us satisfied on his way out. So when he come back, he could just say, "Look, I gave you the stimulus checks. I gave everybody unemployment boosts. I done gave y'all whatever,
just fuck shit up and give us double the money and just say fuck them."
Exactly. He like, man, make it a $5 trillion package, dog.
Yeah, let Biden figure it out.
Yeah.
Fuck him. You know
Talking about he ain't want to get his name attached onto the debt. It's not really debt because y'all really pulling the money out the air. Y'all printing his money out.
Right, it's not real. Plus, y'all taking it from other funds as well. You know what I'm saying? Plus, that money really ain't real. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think none of that money real. That shit all just an imaginary whip to get the slaves to working.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's all a tool of influence, man. It ain't about what it is. It's what you use it for.
What it represents.
Yeah. She said Biden and Harris gonna have to come and do that reform for drug laws.
Ain't nobody forgot.
I mean, that's real though. And then he said that he wanted to do a tax on assault rifles. If you got a 30 clip or big or more, you gotta pay like a $200 tax. But it's not like set in stone or nothing. But they want you to pay an extra tax for every mag
she
that
said
you have.
When Biden came in, she got some extra weeks of unemployment.
My boy on We Up Radio, Lucy Living Me and Mine.
Hey, Lucy.
What's up, Lucy?
Love you, baby.
Oh, okay. All right.
I ain't going back. That's what he said. I ain't going back.
I don't know why she's blowing my phone.
Man, I just can't. This shit been going on so long. I don't even see it going back to normal. I don't see a way it could go back to normal.
This is normal now.
Yeah, I think this is how we gonna do it.
They want you to walk out the house with your mask like you put on your shoes.
Yeah, they want you to stay in the house with your mask and go on all these online shopping sprees.
Spend your money that
online
way.
shopping has skyrocketed.
You don't leave the house, you don't get no bread unless they give us a stimulus. But at the same time, a lot of them people ain't gonna. It's gonna
what you mean? It's people working from home.
Yeah, but
every time you call
home.
customer service, it's somebody in their pajamas.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's only like
women at home, like, hey,
it's a certain percentage. It's
your
very
call
low.
is being recorded, and I'm butt naked.
Right. I might as well put a cam on there.
I would love that, man. Now that's a
Skype or Zoom, maybe.
That's somebody's hustle right there. Let's get some chicks and do that.
Yeah,
naked call center.
Right.
They got call centers already.
I mean, naked call centers.
Yeah,
I don't know they negative. You ain't watching them on video.
No, we're gonna have them on Zoom and Skype.
Right.
On Zoom and Skype.
Yeah.
That's how we.
What kind of call center is that?
It's a naked call center. All they gotta do is have a regular conversation, with them, and you know what I'm saying. Just tell them like, how was your day, and all that. You know, make them feel good. How was your day? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, just talk to a naked random chick.
How do you want me to pose?
The commercial be like, I know you tried many call centers in the past. Some good, some slow, some fast. But if you want to call a real call center and get past. Call the call center where there's nothing but titties and ass.
Yeah, that's right.
The call center, the naked call center.
Man.
Yeah, boobs are us.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
Booties on duty.
Yeah. Everybody got their own slogan. So you know, Kyle Rittenhouse got out on a $2 million bond.
Guess who bailed him out though?
Who's that?
Ricky Schroeder.
Ricky Schroeder.
You know who he is? Ricky Schroeder bailed him out. Helped bail him out.
Silver Spoons.
Yeah, him.
Ricky Schroeder.
I can't watch none of his movies or TV shows no more.
Why?
Because he helped out the dude that killed the people in the protest. He killed black people in the protest. In the march.
Yeah. Because from my understanding, he shot somebody, a black dude. I don't know if he killed that one, but I know he shot somebody. He fatally wounded him.
I didn't even know that,
Then they tried to take the gun away from him. And then they said, after he shot him, he said that he feared for his life. If he wouldn't have shot them, they would have killed him. Like, no, they wouldn't have killed you with a skateboard, dude. You had a rifle. They had a skateboard. Right. But you shot somebody. That's why they attacked you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Silver Spoons had hit him with a $2 million bond. And he out.
He out free.
Yeah, he free as a bird right now.
He can go out and shoot somebody else if he wants to.
Here we are.
The thing is, he should
face to face, a couple of silver races.
Right. If it was one of us, we know what would happen if it was one of us.
Oh man, it wouldn't have been no chance.
Especially if they 17 and one of us.
I don't know, cause a black lady bailed out R. Kelly.
But that was one black lady. That was an extreme fan, and she wanted her money back.
But it happens.
She wanted her money back too.
He probably was an extreme fan of dude.
I mean, yeah, because that's not a good way to be a fan.
Oprah ain't bailing nobody out.
Oh no, Oprah barely want to give away money. She only do that for the taxes.
Oprah tell her first cousin, be like, "I'll just give you the money. Don't say you got it from me." Right. She ain't bailing nobody out.
No, she not putting her name on that.
What's his name? Ain't bailing nobody. Tyler Perry ain't bailing. He gave. Speaking of Tyler Perry, man, he gave away a whole bunch of food. I think was it 1,000 boxes of food or 300 boxes of food, something like that.
That's great.
He gave out a lot of turkey dinners, the whole dinner, turkey, side dishes, dessert. These boxes, they said people was up spending the night outside in line to get one of these Tyler Perry boxes.
Right, because he had some good
He
stuff
did it in Atlanta. He said his hometown, he going to feed the people of Atlanta the best he could.
Did he put on his Medea dress?
No, I don't believe he was there. He may have been there, but it was chaotic.
Yeah, I bet it was.
They was giving away free turkey dinners for Thanksgiving.
And for Tyler Perry,
you got a cousin like that, Lachey? I don't know which cousin. What's she talking about?
That's some good customer service.
Right. R. Kelly fans begged to be a slave. R. Kelly didn't want willing slaves. He wanted young girls who didn't even know they was being sold to slavery.
Right.
He's R. fucking Kelly. He could have got 1 million willing slaves. He could have got slaves that say, "I want to be your slave, and you can't stop me from slaving for you."
And I'm gonna pee on you. I'm gonna let you pee on me all day.
You can pee on me. I pee on you. We could just have a pee contest in the pool. Let's pee.
Right.
He had worshipers. He was beyond slave. He didn't want them. He wanted girls who really didn't know who he was.
Really didn't know what they was doing. Or
really didn't know what. His mind was telling him no.
but his body was saying yes.
But his body was telling him yes.
You know, it said
he didn't want to hurt nobody.
His body said hell yeah.
He had to confess.
But at this point, it was something he needed to confess, so he wrote a song about it. He said he didn't see nothing wrong with a little bump
and then being the Pied Piper also.
Right. Yeah, he was the Pied Piper.
I didn't know what the hell the Pied Piper was. I just knew he
was
said
collecting young rats.
Yeah, I just knew he said it.
I take that back.
But that's what we get for not trying to do. That's what we get for not trying to do research over the years. Who we listening to? You say you the Pied Piper.
Man, let me find out Tyler Perry got Medea slaves.
Remember that? Did you ever see the episode of Boondocks where they called this character Winston Jerome? And he kind of reminded you of Tyler Perry. You remember that episode? Man?
I ain't see it.
Oh, you got to watch that, man. Probably on Netflix. Watch that episode. They called him Winston Jerome. And he was seriously, man. Let me get some ass.
She said that all the young girls R. Kelly had was ugly with low self-esteem.
No, they wasn't.
A couple of them was fine. The one that
had some bad little young chicks.
The one that's out here now, Azalea. I forgot her name. But
they turned ugly. They grew into ugliness because they was overeating and not doing nothing. That's why they was so bitter.
They was just being sex slaves. They was just.
That's why they was bitter because they was bitter because they wasn't bitter when they was young and fine. But as they got older and R. Kelly ceased to really have interest and stopped sending the checks to their parents and all that, it was mighty funny. Now all of a sudden they want to bond together and tear the man down. I mean, I'm not saying what he was doing was right. I'm saying if somebody abusing you, why you gonna wait till you ain't getting abused no more and you mad because you ain't getting abused to say something? And I'm not saying that was the case with all the women. I'm not. I'm saying it's just peculiar, something to think about.
Something very, very important to think about. Something to really think deep about and hard about, because you never know. I mean, because at some point they got used to it and maybe even liked it. You know
She said Aaliyah was one of his first. Aaliyah, to me, I felt the most sympathy for. I believe Aaliyah, and this is just me, and I could be wrong, but I believe Aaliyah was using herself and selling herself and trading her body for opportunities.
I mean, it's definitely possible.
Because she fucked some powerful niggas
to get where she was going.
Right. And she got where she was going and she's iconic, legendary. But she's so iconic and legendary, they don't want to talk about that part.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about the negative stuff that had to do with Aaliyah.
But that's crazy though. Like they always quick to bash somebody and diminish their name after they pass. But I mean, I'm glad they didn't do it to her. But what makes her so special though? That's a good question.
It's like
you know
Whitney Houston though. They still say Bobby Brown.
I mean, but we all know Whitney Houston was she was a trip.
Yeah, to a lot of people, she is like the black queen. She like Black Barbie. She bigger and better than Oprah.
She still came into the game young.
True, and her image was so the epitome of black queendom or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was her image to a lot of people, and it still is. Even though we know she got high, she smoked, she drank.
She didn't get high, she got fucked up. She used to get it on.
Right, and they saying Bobby Brown messed her up, but she really messed Bobby Brown up.
Whitney Houston was kind of green, and I believe she was a big fan of New Edition.
Yeah, who said
Bobby Brown happened to approach her like it's young prerogative.
Right. How we know
it
she wasn't the one that turned Bobby Brown out?
It went for her prerogative of my girlfriend, and then every little step she took was around the house.
Right.
Yeah.
It was he I believe he imposed his will on her at a green state of her life, and she grew into a diva that she was
with a girlfriend, and he kicked her out.
He did a lot of stuff too. She said, "No, Whitney was with the shits."
she was with that. Yeah.
What Jada Pinkett? You talking about?
Jada Pinkett did the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I can believe that. Yeah, she had Tupac, she had Will Smith.
But y'all not looking at Jada the way Jada did what Jada wanted to do.
Yeah, she definitely did.
She was the epitome of a strong black woman that just wanted to be doing whatever. If niggas can do it, why can't I?
And she did it for sure. Cause I really think she is one of them hard ones in the relationship. In any of her relationships, she gotta kind of have a control.
So you saying you think that she'll be in the room and be like, DJ, come here, and you go in there, and she'll be like, is everybody asleep? Yeah, pull your dick out.
She one of them, she one of them type bras. That's what
could be.
I think so too.
She look aggressive.
I need you to take your clothes off now.
She's
nice. You just sitting there looking like, oh my.
Right, you know, she'll kind of turn you like that, and it's like, that's why she got Will Smith, because he's kind of soft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's definitely an alpha female. That's a good way to put it.
You know what I'm saying?
Alpha female is a very good way to put it.
I think that's what she is, because you can tell just by her mannerisms, that's by the way she talked, that she one of them.
Whitney definitely was green. She was a church girl. She grew up under Dionne Warwick's type of household. She was a country girl. She was not a savvy city girl. She became one to a degree, but once Bobby got on her, man, Bobby was I met Bobby Brown. I got pictures with Bobby Brown.
Oh, he was a mug.
He a tall dude. He kind of stopped. He ain't no little nigga. Ralph was a little nigga. He ain't no little nigga at all. Ralph like 5'5". He like 6'2".
He was a little nigga, right?
Bobby a big dude. Once he applied pressure to her,
he was on.
It was on.
Yeah.
I still think Whitney was already almost there.
Whitney, who you think introduced Whitney to cocaine?
Clive Davis.
Clive did?
Yep.
Somebody
brother did?
Yeah.
Somebody brought it into a dressing room or something like, yo.
Yep, they did. That's what she was saying. That's what they said. Her brother.
She was like, "Oh my God, I can't sing no more. I'm just so tired."
They did.
Here, try this.
Yeah, and they blamed it on they blamed it on Bobby Brown,
right? Because of the image that he had.
But you can't blame everything on him. You know.
She was in that bitch like, what's the one song she had? The first one that was a hit. What was it? Fuck, I can't remember right now.
First hit.
Yeah.
You get good.
Yeah,
love.
you give good love. She was around that bitch like, I'm so
My
tired.
thing is, how did she get that high pitched note right there, like that note that she always.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a hell of a note. Man.
And she was high as hell.
That's what I'm saying. She had to get high. She was sitting there like, you give good love. I'm so tired. They was like, here, try this. She was like, and
like, this is a booster.
It was a rap out there. Ain't nobody sung them notes right since.
Ever again.
That was it. And nobody can really sing.
But she was green when that shit happened. She wasn't hip to the game. She just thought, okay, I'll try this one night. She didn't know she was gonna try it again tomorrow.
And
then the next day.
And then all month.
And mix it in her coffee.
Yeah.
And sprinkle it on her donut. She didn't. She didn't realize how many ways she was gonna use it.
She didn't realize how addictive it was either. Just like a lot of people back
Clive
then.
Davis had a singer before Whitney died similar in New York.
Yeah.
I bet.
I believe that. Yeah. Clive is a powerful dude. He could make stuff go away. You know what I'm saying? You don't think all that bread, all that influence don't give him powerful.
Clive Davis will make you go away.
Weapons. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Quick.
Man, they had some shady dudes in the game back then, man. Yeah. Like they got shady people now, but back then though, they was a little bit more out with their shadiness.
Right,
you know
and you didn't say nothing, and it wasn't really,
like rumors. Let's take Suge Knight for an example. He just went around, he just beat the shit out of him. He said, look, you either going to be death row or no row. We going to be, you know what I mean?
Death row or no row?
Right. Because
you either going to roll with it or get rolled over.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
He hung him over the balcony like Big Red in a 5 Heartbeat.
Yeah.
He did that shit.
Beat up dudes in the studio.
Man, how do you even look at it? I couldn't even, if you hang me over a balcony, I couldn't even work with you. One of us gonna die. You should have dropped me.
Yeah, don't hang me. Don't hang me over the rail and expect me not to be.
That was the fun. That was like R. Kelly.
You know what I'm saying?
Whitney admitting that she was getting high was like watching R. Kelly's when he said, "So how young we talking?" She was like, "Crack is whack."
She said it on 2020 that time. Crack is whack on the interview.
That's what I'm saying.
That was the same equivalent of it.
She wanted that soft, man. She wanted to snort.
Because neither time did they say they didn't do it. So how young you talking? No, I want to know how young is young.
Yeah, right. What's your
because in certain countries it's legal.
Yeah, like Canada.
Why R. Kelly didn't just get him an island like the one dude?
Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, like Epstein. Why ain't get him an Epstein Island?
He should have did something.
Right, instead of staying in Cali and Chicago.
If he'd have bought an island and went there, he would have been the ruler of it all. It would have been his rule, his way. But he wanted to stay here.
Island.
He wanted to stay here and go
pay
broke on them little chicks
and keep it moving. You can. The Epstein Island, every corner, it was a different little pedophile hut. He had all different pagodas and oases built all on
his island. I mean, so couldn't nobody mess with him unless it was invite only. You know what I'm saying? He had to invite you over there by helicopter or boat.
Suge old as fuck now. Niggas will beat Suge Knight ass.
Somebody did whoop his ass.
I think he's sick too, right? He got like cancer or something. Or
I'm not sure.
I think he's sick or something.
Sick in jail. That's
I don't think Suge ever getting out.
No, I don't think so either.
No, especially if he whooping everybody ass in jail. He ain't gonna keep adding on time.
He's getting into a lot of fights. I don't think he whooping too many ass. Though.
Not right now. Maybe like it probably accumulated over time.
Yeah, he can whoop some ass, but I think he got his ass whooped too. Because this nigga's as big as him in there.
Yeah, I think he got enough
for that old nigga. You ain't about to welcome to what?
I think he got enough. I think he got enough people in there that got his back by now.
Who? Who did?
A little somebody. Some little dude knocked him out. Well, he better use the juice he got, cause he tripping.
He ain't got no juice in the joint. Everybody ain't no guns and knives.
Nah, but I would think you had like a diehard.
That's the thing about the joint, bro. You check the weapons in at the gate. You can get you a little knife, but everybody got a little knife. That don't mean nothing. You got to get up on me to use that.
Yeah.
Like dudes will check your chin while you pissing, while you shitting, while you on the phone. It ain't no rules in the joint. It's okay. You showed out. You about to get blowed out.
Damn.
It don't matter. You can talk that tough shit.
You on the toilet chilling and you just get whacked
You gonna
out.
be like, and better not nobody change your TV channel. And then you go lay down and go to sleep and they change your TV channel.
Yeah. Lights out, son. But that's the worst.
Man.
The worst way is when you know what I'm saying, you on the throne and they just go ahead.
The worst thing you could be in the joint is a bully, because the bigger you are, the harder you gonna fall.
Yeah.
The more you bully, the harder your punishment gonna be. Cause somebody ain't gonna be on that shit and they gonna be so scared of you they gonna hurt you really, really bad. You see many of dudes in a wheelchair. They tell me, man, he used to run the wholesale block.
Yeah.
Now he pissing in the bag.
Right.
They stabbed him up something crazy, like 10 dudes went in the cell.
Yeah.
Like, it's numbers in there. That's what matter, and loyalty. It ain't no I'm Suge Knight and y'all my gang. No, you Suge Knight and you better have money on your books and start feeding some wolves to build you a pack.
Yeah.
But who gonna want to roll with Suge Knight, bitch ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you might go a little quick music break real quick.
What else you got?
I gotta take a call real quick. They blowing my phone up bad. I guess something must be wrong or something.
216-772-3393. Call us and fuck with us. We want to talk to you.
Sure.
Holla at us.
So DJ A.
Yo.
I'll be right back, yo.
All right, feel free to take a pause and handle your business. It might be something really tough going on.
You never know. You gotta handle that. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
She said he's a bitch, period. Yeah, you gotta get on somebody to shank him. Yeah, I'm just reading some comments. Yeah. Man, shout out to everybody that's rocking with us today, man. Call in, man. I want to hear your voice.
Right, man.
I want to talk to you on the air.
That human touch, that human contact mean a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? That
right. I want to hear what you got to say on the air. I want people to hear your voice on the broadcast forever.
Right. It's going to be recorded because we got a YouTube channel as well.
It's streaming to YouTube right now.
So there it is.
It's live on YouTube and Facebook. Some people watching there, some people watching here.
So you can watch it, man, and check it out later, too. You know what I'm saying? On weofradiodot.com. You got to spell out the dot.
Hey, grab a bottle of water out the refrigerator.
Yeah. Got to quench that thirst.
Let me see the extra.
Yeah, yep.
Let me see the extra.
Yeah, want that. Need that. We don't want to be having all kind of on the floor.
Oh, here we go.
We don't want to have all that on the floor like that, though. You know what I'm saying?
So, let's talk about this other shit right quick. It's I'm in the mall. You gotta give me a second. I can't smoke, so I gotta smoke what I can.
Right, just to get that, you know.
And people see me with the mall, and they think that's some old school shit I be doing to the tip.
Oh, but stretching it out like that?
Yeah, I stretch them out because I don't like that little.
Right, when I used to smoke them, I used to do that, man. I used to have it like stretched out, like, and it had two levels to it. I had the first, then I took it up a level, like, and it was like a.
I guess we need to talk about this COVID-19 shit since it's affecting so many people.
Man, they talking about shutting it down. You got to be in by 10.
Yeah, they shutting that's just our city. Other places wide open.
Yeah,
our state shut down. Michigan shut down.
Yeah, some states. Georgia ain't.
You can't even.
My
go
dude said
in
he was just down in Georgia. It's wide open, like ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah, you got to be quarantined.
You just got to wear a mask.
All over the place like you do here, but still. That COVID ain't no punk, man. They talking about it's new deaths every day. You know how that go.
Your cup empty?
New deaths every day. Everything happening.
Man, but they say that it's like 12 million people with it now and 12 million cases. Shit, I had it. That shit fucked me up for about 3 weeks.
See, that ain't
And
no
then
fun.
I didn't even know I had it for a minute. I just was having symptoms, and then I got diagnosed, and I had to stay in the house for 2 weeks. A lot of people was wondering where I was at, what was going on with the radio station and all that. But I'm here to tell y'all that COVID shit ain't no joke, and it don't discriminate.
Yeah, you say it's real, very.
And if you ain't got a strong body, see, I got a strong metabolism. I was breastfed. I wasn't Similac baby. I don't even think Similac was out yet. I think the only thing was out back then was Enfamil. So I ain't sure.
But you say that
my mother
breastfeeding,
fed me straight off the titty, so my immune system's strong.
Say that helps because you getting them nutrients and them enzymes.
But
from
if you got the symptoms, you need to go get tested. If you feel like you can't taste your food or you ain't got no good sense of smell, that's really what
body
it is.
Aches.
Your sense of smell is connected to your sense of taste. If you can't smell nothing,
you can't taste.
And you can't taste, you probably got COVID-19. Shortness of breath, a lot of fatigue. I was real tired. I'm talking about to the point I couldn't stay woke. I slept most of the quarantine.
Yeah, because that's what you want to do. You can't even really move. You don't want to do nothing.
But it's weird because they told me at emergency that there's nothing they can do about it. They're like, all you can do is let it take its course. If you live, you live. If you die, you die.
That's messed up.
You got 14 days and you let your body figure out what you're going to be, a survivor or fatality. It ain't funny, but it's serious as hell.
That's basically how it roll out. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean.
The crazy part is after you get diagnosed, people tell you, I had it. And I'm looking at these motherfuckers like, well, bitch, when did you quarantine? Because I saw you all the time. I didn't see you out the game for 2-3 weeks. People haven't seen me. Real talk. Everybody who know me know my hangouts, where I go, where I be.
Wasn't in none of them.
You ain't seen me in 3 weeks. I quarantined an extra week just to be safe. And I'm still paranoid. They say I can't catch it again. They say it's only rare instances where somebody get reinfected and that.
Somebody getting it again.
And they say it's because it's a mutated strand.
Wow, so it's another COVID? They got COVID too?
No, it's a virus. It's trying to survive. It's like it learned too. Just like your body learned, it learned.
So it adapts and changes and mutates to keep finding it a host, huh? So that means you really.
What I don't want people to ever forget is that a man released this shit.
It's man-made.
It's a man-made virus that was released
into the world.
It wasn't nature. It was designed. It was engineered. It was created and then released. Think about that for a minute.
You think they didn't have the cure for it? If it's man-made, you know they got the antidote, but they need the cure.
See, that's the thing about my God's planet. See, my God made balance. Everything they got a up, got a down. Everything they got a yin, got a yang.
That's it.
Everything they get, every. That's why they always tell you it's only a matter of time before we find the cure, because it's here. Whatever can be done can be undone, pretty much.
They got the antidote. They sitting on it, but they coming up with all these new vaccines. People rushing to get these vaccines.
Yeah, I had that good
wonder
milk.
What's the vaccine? What's in the vaccines? You know what I'm saying? What is they doing?
In the vaccine, you got dead DNA, you got dead virus cells. There's all kind of shit in that shit. I'm not taking it. I don't need it now. I am the fucking vaccine.
You say you done build up enough antibodies, you done build up enough of a resistance that you can handle it, huh?
Yeah, the blood bank paying $100 for your blood.
If you had it and
survived, because they want the anti whatever the fuck is out your blood.
Antigens.
Yeah, out your plasma.
So you need to go down there and get you some money.
Man, I'm not giving my blood.
Plasma cow.
Jack told me he caught it 3 times. His body strong. Yeah, no corona. What? You 73.
You're right. That's the age. If you get it, then you gone.
Virus mutate all the time. That's why every year it's a different flu shot. But the flu shot they give you is for the flu shot from the previous flu season. Right.
So it's still flu shots going around?
People still getting vaccinated.
I mean, is it effective if it's the last flu on this flu? Is it the same flu? Or
when you get vaccinated, this is what happens. They put a strand in your body, a dead cell, a dead piece of that flu. Mm-hmm. So your body becomes familiar with it and builds up an immunity to it. Mm. So it's actually giving you an inactive flu cell. Your body, your immune system hones in on it. Because when I took a flu shot once and I was sick for like 3 days. I had symptoms.
You gave you flu. That's
right. The best thing is to try to build up your immune system. I'm reading the comments. Y'all excuse me.
Yeah, they got flu shots. People still die. That's what Jack said.
If you don't know, this is the OPNation Talk radio show podcast, and this is where we talk about the real life issues and the real life struggle of people in the real life world. I'm talking about like neighborhood shit. If you got an announcement, feel free to call in and announce your event.
Right.
This is what this is for. OPNation is
platform.
The Oppressed People's Nation Talk Radio. This is where we talk about our issues. So I urge you to call in. 216-772-3393 is the number to call, and it will ring on the air. We will answer. You can't talk.
And we will talk to you. We want you to call us. We want you to holler.
We want you to call in, spread some. If you got knowledge on some shit, call in and tell everybody else. Don't hoard the knowledge. Don't keep it to yourself.
Each one teach one. Come on now. You know what I'm saying?
I had to tell my son this morning. We went to the bank. I told him, man, every time you see hand sanitizer, don't use that shit.
Right, you had to put your hand on the pump. You
like, nigga, that's retarded. Like, why is you keep using hand? That shit is drying out your skin.
That too.
It's causing your hands to not have any of your body's natural defenses on it, because it's killing the good and the bad. Mm-hmm. It's killing everything, including you. If you drink it, you'll die.
Right. Even though if it is alcohol, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because it's not good. You know what I'm saying? It helps for a little bit. It don't kill the germs completely.
Viruses last in your body for your entire life. Only bacteria can be cured with antibiotics. Okay. So what you saying?
Right. So I guess you saying that the vaccines ain't gonna work is what you saying? They not working?
The vaccine just prevents you from getting it. But once you get the vaccine, the virus is in your body.
They saying she's saying the viruses should be able to build up and you become an immune system.
So if I'm getting some
like
head,
that.
she could drink COVID-19 and don't know it?
COVID.
Is it COVID? Do I got COVID come? Let me find out.
Can you transmit it through sex? Because there's a lot of sex. I think it's going to be a lot of COVID-19
Hell yeah,
babies.
Fluids.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of COVID babies, I think.
Jack said he think the people that died from corona was dying anyway.
Yeah, they may be. I've heard whenever you come in for, they say it's corona, just to boost up the number of cases.
No, they call it COVID-19 at the doctor, period. They don't even call it corona. They just call it COVID.
COVID.
That vid.
That COVID.
And then they say the masks people ain't wearing ain't even working. They ain't even shit.
Right, because they paper and the virus coming through there. If you can blow through there, that means the virus can get through there too. That mask ain't protecting you from nothing. Because if
as a woman, how do you go to the doctor and tell them you got COVID from cum? Like, well, doc, I wasn't really in contact with nobody, but it was this dude at the club the other night, and he was sexy.
And she went down on him, and she called him.
I kind of swallowed it, I think.
Oh, Sugar T. White says, yeah, it could be transmitted by sex, body fluids.
She don't know.
She ain't no doctor.
She ain't no doctor.
You ain't no physician.
She ain't no specialist.
You don't know about infectious
She won't even call in and talk.
You ain't gonna. All right, you gotta
don't
call
believe
in.
her.
We don't, right? Because you won't even call in and let us know for real, for real.
You just a COVID cock blocker. 216-772-3393 is the number to call. I need somebody to call in and tell me about how COVID is being transmitted. Is Ray back?
Ray is handling his business still. He's taking care of some stuff.
Why do I see him on the broadcast?
I don't know. Because he's still
On
right
my
over
phone.
there. Yeah. He's still right over there, but he's not right here.
This chair is empty.
Yes, it is.
I'm seeing him sitting here on the broadcast.
How's he on the broadcast?
It's Goldie. What is it? It's Goldie.
LOL.
If you ain't scared to drink COVID, call in.
They probably receive some COVID come. There's gonna be some COVID babies. Are they gonna automatically be immune from it?
Do a nigga have to bust on your face shield?
Would it get through if you weren't a mask?
Dr. Sugar.
I'm Dr. Sugar. Oh yeah. You gotta take care of me then.
Doctor, is it okay if I let him come on my mask?
Can they get through the mask? Now that's funny.
I believe that, Jack. He said he don't believe none of this shit. There's more to it than they telling us. I believe that. I thoroughly believe that. And I'm always gonna believe that. That it's always more to it than what they tell us, because as a people, as a mass, we can't really handle the truth.
No.
They can't handle the truth. Like what Jack Nicholson said, you can't handle the truth. They don't really want to know the truth. They want comfort. That's why Donald Trump got elected in the first place.
Right.
He was making them comfortable by telling them what they wanted to hear as the truth.
Mm-hmm. And they believed it and ran with it. So that's why he got all that support, like you say. They took it and ran.
I can't believe Lucy ain't gonna call in. Sugar, you ain't gonna call in.
Right.
That's crazy.
I've been keeping us going on the timeline, so why not?
I'm back.
They don't want to be a co-host today. They don't want to come in and kick it with us today.
What's wrong with them?
Right. It's the first almost. Their phones might be off. They might be just talking to us on the Wi-Fi.
They could be. But they got Wi-Fi calling.
They do have Wi-Fi calling. 216-772-3393 is the number to call. Ray is back.
I'm back, man. I had to take care of a little issue.
Did you?
Yeah, it was. I don't know if I can mention it on air.
You were selling. Somebody accused you of selling fake edibles.
No, I hope not. I hope not. Somebody took some. They tried to eat the whole pack the other day.
CBD.
They was slumped. They was out of their mind.
CBD.
Yeah.
COVID.
But I got some THC stuff too. It's called Delta 8, but it's THC. It's like it's reconstructed to not be a controlled substance under Controlled Substance Act, so it makes it legal to sell, buy, and consume. So.
Do I get as high though? That's the whole thing. That's
like from my understanding, you do. I'm like somebody tried to eat the whole pack the other.
I'm surprised
they almost passed out.
I'm surprised there ain't a new category on Pornhub called COVID, where dude just busting on bitches' masks.
And I got COVID. At the end, I got COVID.
Well, they just get it in with masks on.
They probably would have a genre like that.
I don't like COVID cum. What?
Right.
Like, where was I?
You missed the whole COVID cum conversation.
I see. I missed a lot. Okay.
I have a house phone, baby, and a cell phone, but bills is due.
You got on the COVID porn channel. They all got on gloves and masks.
Yeah, but
face shield.
But what's the use?
What if a girl try to rub hand sanitizer on yours, Johnson?
I don't think that'll be sanitary.
It'll burn.
It might.
It'll burn like
alcohol. Hey, have everybody, like when I was young, right? I know it's gonna be a little weird, but it ain't that. I'm pretty sure somebody else done this before. I've took like Axe body spray, and like when I got the shower, I try to spray it on my. I
was just about to say I got a story like that with some Lagerfeld,
dude.
You don't know pain.
Man, that's it. It got hot so quick I had to jump back in the shower.
There's two things I'm gonna recommend you never put on anywhere in your
never
pubic
put cologne. No cologne.
No alcohol.
No cologne.
And no peroxide should ever enter your pubic area. Because my dumb ass one time thought peroxide was cool because it don't burn. But if it get on your scrotum or it get on your Johnson,
yeah, you don't want that.
That's a different type of skin.
I just had the colognes and stuff like that. I thought, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, let me be fresh today. Let me go ahead on and and the next thing I know, I was on fire. I said, nah, this ain't good. Let me jump back in the shower.
Burning.
That was the worst decision I ever made.
Burning.
I was a kid. I was probably like 12.
I think I was about 14 when I did that.
Right.
I was still a kid. I did that. I was like, yeah, man. I'm thinking it was gonna be cool. I'm like, you know what? Why nobody ever try this? And I figured out why. I figured out real quick.
They clearly tried it. They just never tried it twice.
Right. Well, they should have warned me.
I had a hot date, as a 12, 13-year-old. I don't know whether it was at church or it was at summer vacation, because my mother used to always find little shits with the center tooth. Oh, go to free lunch or some shit. So I was going to meet this girl on feet or on bike back.
That was how you do it.
Bike back.
Yeah.
And I was getting dressed, and I sprayed Lagerfield on my church cologne. I wasn't even supposed to be using. I'm like,
Right.
and I was like, shit, I should spray something like above my Johnson on my pubic area where the hair at, so in case she down there and smell it, like, oh, you so fresh.
Right. That's the whole concept of trying to be fresh.
I sprayed some on the top. It didn't burn really that much. Then I lifted up my mans and hit my nuts.
you was roasting on the open fire, wasn't you?
Any males out there that's listening to this broadcast or podcast and they hear me, know that I was dead wrong for that. I burned with you ever seen one of them commercials where like, you got a burning sensation, they show the little flames?
Yeah.
Boy, I'm in the tub. I ran water in the tub, just sitting in the empty tub, waiting on it to rise to my balls, and I'm like fanning the water onto me as it's entering the tub. It's not even. I'm up under the faucet, legs in the air like I'm getting my butt licked.
Man, you just had
with
to get
pure
it on,
warm water running on my balls.
Man, that was the worst decision ever. I know you feel. It's like, man, I did not know that it was gonna do that. Cause I'm like, it smelled good. Like, wow, how would it? I want to smell good everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
I don't know. In my mind, I just thought she was gonna be like,
no, hold on.
You smell so good down there. I want to have sex with you or something. I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know. But I mean, you was thinking like a young dude, man.
Exactly.
I did that too. I sprayed it.
Oh, don't spray none under your arms.
You could spray like the body sprays under your arm. I did that before. It's safe. It don't burn. Cause like it's basically a deodorant and body spray, depending on what kind you get. I would never spray real like straight cologne.
It should be a warning on the label: do not spray balls.
Avoid genital areas.
Right.
Your balls is not gonna be safe.
I learned from Eddie Murphy. He said that.
Yeah. I wish I'd have knew.
Man, I wish I'd have knew too. I ain't never told nobody that story. Why would I tell the world for the first time? That's not cool.
I would have not been a test dummy for that one at all.
Yeah,
216-772-3393 is the number to call.
For the youngins out here, please, talk to you. This is a conversation you need to have with your son.
Jack said he had crabs once and poured alcohol on his nuts, and the crabs jumped off and he almost died.
That's a very interesting story right there, man. That's interesting.
Why, man? Why?
Wow.
What else you got, man? What else you got, Ray? You got some more topics. What else you got?
Man, I just wanted to say, man, before we got out of here, man, rest in peace to Mo3 and King Vine, some of the dopest new artists or newer artists, you know what I'm saying, that got killed, murdered, or however you want to word it, in this vicious rap game because people want to be haters and they don't want to. They hate to see you smile. That's my slogan, man. People hate to see you smile.
If you know you're gonna be high and kicking it, leave your strap at home. Stop thinking that shooting is the way out of being a bitch.
Man,
just be a bitch. Fuck it. You ain't gotta be. Everybody ain't no tough guy.
Right.
It's okay to be a bitch, nigga.
It's a balance. Somebody got to be a sucker. Somebody got to be the tough one. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But if you know you ain't tough.
So I know a girl that work in the juvenile detention center. I don't know if I ever told you this, Ray. And we was in a spot and she was telling me like how like 80% of the kids that's in the DH in the juvenile detention center is in there for murder.
Oh, okay.
She said these kids don't even know their life is about to be fucked up for at least when you catch a body in Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know no other place, but in Ohio, you catch a body. The average you're gonna do is 30 years. That's if it's a light at the end of your tunnel. Some people don't even have a light; they just do a natural life. But if you have a light at the end of the tunnel, the average amount of time you're gonna do is 30 years. Okay, if you're 20, you're gonna come home 50.
Right. Unless you kill him with a car.
I mean, I said for murder. I ain't say for vehicular homicide. I'm saying for murder. They in there for murder. They in there complaining about they ain't getting no snack. They blanket dirt. They complaining about all this little shit, but they in there for murder, and they don't realize
You're not never getting out.
ain't no complaining when you in there for murder, cause them COs, police in there don't care. They gonna be retired by the time you get out.
Yeah,
They never gonna see you on the streets. They gonna treat you like shit. You ain't got no light at the end of your tunnel in some cases. Like, these kids don't realize how much they fucking their life up by trying to prove that they tough.
Yeah, they don't know what they doing, and that's another problem with not having OGs or a father figure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They not see, like a lot of the young dudes that's like, I say about 22, 23, between 20 and 25. They always talking about, yeah, man, I keep my hammer on me. I'm busting something, or I'm shooting them if they, or to do whatever. And I be looking like, y'all really think that is really how you supposed to handle that, huh? Like, you know what I'm saying? Some stuff you gotta take an L. That's what losses is. Losses is lessons. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta take that lesson.
You got kids out here carrying military grade weaponry with clips longer than the gun. Like, what are you gonna do with all these bullets, son? How many people you think you're gonna have to shoot?
His life, they gotta change their life, man. If you gotta have that many bullets, something that you gotta change in your life.
That episode on Boys, what was that? Boys in the Hood? No, that was that Friday. It was like, when we was young, we used these.
Yeah.
You gotta step
up. You live to fight another day. That was Friday, wasn't it?
You fought, but you lived to see another day.
Like, you lived.
You got dudes out here killing dudes they got into it with that they was previously cool with, and then they sit up like, man, I killed my dude. He was a cool dude.
And I'm in here.
I accidentally killed him on some bullshit. And then they got the police so nervous, the police killing kids.
Yep.
Because they afraid for real. And I'm keeping it 1,000. I ain't taking up for nobody. I'm not condoning police brutality or violence. But in a lot of these cases, these cops is afraid and they nervous. They don't know what kind of bag you coming out of.
They shouldn't be cops, man. They shouldn't be cops.
What you mean? You will be afraid and nervous for your life too. That's like telling
that's why I'm not a cop.
A soldier in the army, when he goes to war, you think he ain't afraid and nervous?
Yeah, but that's what he signed up for.
That's it.
He did sign up for it, but he's still afraid and nervous. But it's different in the army because everybody got on uniforms and you know who you about to kill. I'm saying, like, if you in the hood with a gun and you a cop and you know that everybody against you right now, the climate of people against cops, I'm not condoning it. Like, it's bad cops. I know for a fact it's bad cops. I've been a victim of police brutality on many occasions down the way. But I'm saying it's also the ones, and see, this the hard one. This is what I'm about to say people ain't gonna like. To me, the good cops become bad cops when they allow bad cops to operate.
Exactly.
Do you understand what I'm saying? When they allow bad cops to operate and do bad cop shit and don't report it or don't stop it from happening, they just as bad as the bad cops.
They definitely are. Probably worse because they could have stopped it. Just like with the George Floyd situation. You had 3 dudes sitting around staring. And in the beginning of it, they was holding him down. They held him down while he, you know what I'm saying, while he was losing life.
Right.
And you condone and you put a hand in that.
Because then nobody want to be that cop that snitch or whatever, or be the one that says something because they don't want to be the outcast.
I think cop training it trains them to shoot if they see a gun. These cops now, they shooting if they think you reaching for a gun.
Yeah. And that's only for the black people though, or the colored people. Like,
I don't see
mainly,
too many
because like it's a white. I done seen plenty of videos with a white dude walking around with a gun or a knife, like jabbing at the officer, and they, come on man, just stop, put the knife down, or whatever it is. And then they be like, come on man, just put it down, and they giving them so many chances, and they telling them, look, we don't want to hurt you, just put it down. And then they apprehend or arrest them, and then I'm saying that person is still alive, but let a brother or somebody with color do it. They ain't even got. They could just have their wallet in their hand. They getting shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's just how they train. They say, all right, well, these black people are very aggressive. So if they look like they got something, if you're afraid for your life, just kill them.
Yeah.
But the white dudes, they get away with everything, man.
They got a different respect for them. If they look like them, they get them a pass. But they don't like us from the jump a lot of times.
Yeah.
So they gonna do us shoot first, ask questions later.
Exactly.
That's how they get down on us, man.
Because we the most dominant peoples, man.
There you go. And they gotta kill us. Because once you hit one drop, make you us.
That's true though. That's true.
According, that's they rule.
That's
you know
true.
What I'm saying? That's their rule. They made that rule up.
I mean, but yeah,
so
it's some truth to it though, because they not gonna be looking like the regular white kid.
All right.
Oh, we got a caller.
That's it. Jack said it.
Carly on the air. What's your name? Where you calling from?
You say what?
What's your name? Where you calling from? How you doing?
I'm calling from Cleveland. What you mean where I'm calling from?
I mean, you could be in Africa.
You could be in Africa. You could be on a battleship in the middle of the Atlantic.
No, I'm calling from Cleveland because I just feel some type of way about this. Like you said, I just feel like the police is scared. I know certain people that got killed by the police and they was bad people for real. To me, like knowing them, they just be scared though. They just like, especially if you've been in crime so much, you've been in some shit that the police just single you out, just know you, and then they probably get a call. Somebody probably really scared of you and they really called on you. Like, and the police be scared.
I've seen people who's more intimidating, look more intimidating than they are aggressive or violent. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's true. Cause like if you think about it, if I'm scared of something, like I'm terrified of roller coasters. I don't like heights. I'm not going on nobody's roof if I know that's not what I like. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I signed up to do it and I got to do it, that's a different thing. And I'm still scared of it, but I signed up and I say I'm a man up and I'm about to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Being a police officer, you gotta realize, being a police officer, you got people that's bad. You got people that they know bad, or you got people they think is bad. So, like, people that's bad be hanging with the people that probably ain't bad, but they just hanging with them. So you got to think about who they, like, how they don't be actually aiming for nobody. It's like you with these people, so you ain't the company you keep. But when you with them people at the time, you are. At the time you are, because you know this person is bad. You know this person do bad shit. So, and the cop know this too. But they don't know nothing of you, but they scared of this person, but you end up being with this person. It's just like, I just feel like I'm not taking up, like I love my black people and all, but you gotta, on the cop end, you gotta look at it like, who these people they shooting. Like, we don't know in Chicago or Illinois or nowhere else what happened with that gang, but I know what happened with the cop down here or down the way, or the situations. I know what happened with the little boy. You gotta know what you dealing with. And when if I feel like I'm scared as a cop, because I know that this boy, he carries them. He would shoot me. He would kill me.
And then you also can't duck the fact that a lot of good people that will make great cops are afraid to even go to the academy, so their numbers dwindling, and it's to the point where they got to take what they can get instead of who they really need. Like, you got people I think is not qualified to be cops. That's cops.
Right.
That's how all these people get shot.
Also,
if you that scared, like you said, you shouldn't be here if you that scared though too.
Right, but that's the point. You got good cops that's scared and they not showing up. But they would be good cops, but they afraid that they might get shot as a good cop.
Fire. It might be a friendly fire for real,
the cops,
because
right.
of what we are living in. So that's what I'm saying on the same end, but on the cop end, they're more scared. This shouldn't be your job if you're going to be that scared. Like you said, it just shouldn't be your job. But you got cops, the people that want to be cops, but they're scared to be cops. Period. Like there's somewhere happened to them. So it's the life we live in.
So look, to touch on what you said a couple minutes ago, right, about hanging with people and one of them bad, the cop know it and all that, etc. But think about the people who ride solo, like me. I'm really solo a lot of times, and the cops don't know me. I don't give them a chance, or haven't given them an opportunity to know me, to know what I do, or none of that. So I've had a gun pulled on me before by a cop because he didn't like I knew what I was doing, or I knew the law. And I told him, no consent to search and all that. Like, I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he pull this gun and try to snatch me out the car. You know what I'm saying? This was a few years ago, but at the same time, I'm by myself. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know me. They don't know nothing about me or none of that. So there's an element that someone could be alone, and that cop could still be scared, and nobody is even putting the pressure on them.
I mean, all my life, when I'm alone, I'm afraid to be around cops because I'm alone. It ain't no witness there. They could do whatever they want to you, and it's your word against theirs.
Well, no, I was in a situation today. I was walking out of somebody's apartment. I walk out of their apartment. The elevator is right there next to their door. Yeah. I walk out of the apartment. There's 5 cops standing right outside that elevator. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Instantly, I'm scared. Even though I ain't do nothing wrong.
And that's a shame.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I was terrified. I'm like, let me stay right back where I'm at. Then he had my hand.
Because you never know. Your interaction could lead to your demise.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially based on my own experience and the experiences I've seen of others my same sex and my same race. I mean, it happens like that.
Right.
And to answer Jack said, as a white man, I'm not afraid to walk in any white bar by myself. I'm not afraid. But going to hood by myself, even though I know everyone, I'm going to think twice. But Jack, you not going to get messed with. They going to mess with a black man in a black hood before they mess with a white man in a black hood.
Yeah, because one, they going to get the police before anything. You know what I'm saying?
They going to look at Jack like, is he the police?
Exactly. We not messing with him.
If they don't know you, they going to look at you like, hey, it's a white guy here, be cool.
Yep,
it's different. But if as a black guy going into a white,
you might get shot.
Into a white or suburban establishment, you might get looked at with questions.
They're gonna want to start an altercation just for nothing. Yeah. They're gonna want to just make up something. He shouldn't be sitting here. Somebody was sitting here. Anything if a black man walked. Yes, I feel that on top. Like that's just. I mean, it's just certain situations. People put themselves in, and you don't have to. You don't have to.
No, you don't.
No white hood like that.
I feel like people put now. I'm only 29, so now where I'm living at, people put themselves in situation because you don't have to put yourself in you don't have to be nowhere or do nothing that you don't want to do or none of that. You just doing it just cause or something you got some intentions are behind it, you know. So it just right now it's on you. Right now it's all about as the people what you gonna do and how you gonna move. So right now to me, you know. So I was just calling in and get my input on this.
Thanks for calling.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah. Y'all take care.
You too. So Erica say they shouldn't show up then. We need quality over quantity.
I agree.
That's easier said than done though when you got people living in fear.
Yeah. I mean, we just need better.
So do you know the 2 jobs that people used to run to try to get on? They underpay, first of all. If they up the pay scale, maybe you might get some more quality. But the 2 jobs that people used to run to that now they don't really want is police officer and teacher.
Right.
Yeah.
These teachers taking a beating in school with these rowdy ass kids. There's certain schools that's allowing teachers to have guns in a lockbox.
Wow.
These teachers so relieved that they can do the Zoom schooling and don't have to be there. It's crazy. Yeah. It's like they could. It's like I'm in my house or I'm in my comfort zone. Some of the teachers broadcast from school. Some of them broadcast from home. But they in a comfort zone. They don't have to worry about Bobby getting up and punching them in the face.
Right. Yeah.
I cussed out one of my teachers and I looked in his eyes and I saw he feared for his life. And I thought that was cool when I was young.
Yeah, imagine what they think now.
But he
they
was
probably,
a bitch ass teacher though.
They probably go to school with that gun though.
At that moment,
they can strap up.
Yeah, they be going to school with the guns. Mm-hmm. It's sad that you gotta have metal detectors when you walk in.
Yeah.
Because at one point, I remember when I was in school, I didn't have metal detectors. Like they came later, but they really wasn't like enforced.
When we was young, we took a .32 revolver to school one time, and the whole school knew we had it by lunchtime.
Damn.
And everybody was like, "Oh, they got a gun."
And it was something.
Like when we was young, if you had a knife, it was, "Oh, he got a knife."
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Nah, it's coming.
nah, nigga, you pull out a knife, they be like, man, bow.
Just
you
because
pull
you
out a
got that
knife.
Jack said he had several white cops say they was afraid to come to the 4-9.
They were.
I bet.
I was there. He tried to get Cleveland police to be security at certain points. They were like, I ain't fucking with that. My wife said I can't work there.
Your wife. So your wife hired you?
Man, you know how many dudes use that as an excuse for them being scared? I don't want to work security down there. My wife said I can't.
Your wife hired you then.
Man, I just want to take a few minutes to shout out Nita TV, y'all. Y'all got to check out my daughters. Both of them have YouTube channels. My oldest daughter has a channel called Nita TV, where she just come on there and chop it up and try products and just do her thing. It's just all about how she see the world and how she want to express herself. It's Nita TV on YouTube. I believe that's the actual name of the channel. And but I'll put a link in my bio or something where you can see. I'll share a link to her page on this timeline. I just want y'all to check her out, man. Give her a shot. She just really just getting her feet wet in the game, trying to, try out podcasting and things like that. And I'm really proud of her. Like, really, as a father, I'm very proud of her. Like, just to see her even in any way following in our footsteps. So check her out, Nita TV. I just pasted her latest video on the timeline so y'all can see it. There goes the link. It's right there in the comments. So I don't know if it should pop up where you can share it. If not, copy and paste it.
Yeah, I see it.
And check out her page, man, because she having a lot of fun. Her and my other daughter. And Titan, if y'all know me and follow me, y'all know Titan is my grandson. And I love him to death. He's so fat and juicy, and we just love him. Like, you can't help but love him. And I just want y'all to go on there and check him out, man, because he trying to talk. He got a couple teeth, and he trying to say his little stuff.
He got a couple teeth. He moving on up.
She just put out a video trying seaweed. She done talked my other daughter into trying it. That's some weird shit to me. Seaweed. People is having whole businesses made up of seaweed juice. Like, who was the first dude to lick a rock at the lake?
Yeah, from the bottom too.
It be waving like, I'm not licking no sea. I'm just personally ain't a seaweed type of dude. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know, man. My daughter trying to do her thing, man. If you can, show her a little love, show her a little support, man. I appreciate it. Just like, subscribe, because you never know. We might do a daddy-daughter dinner date, and she might pop up with her dad on there, and we might have a good time.
Yeah, she might try to convince you to do some seaweed.
I'm never gonna try it, and she ain't gonna trick me.
How you know? Shit, you know what seaweed look like?
Catherine Denille been drinking seaweed moss and water. I'm never gonna. I be seeing her do yoga till I'm about to eat this seaweed.
Yeah, I don't know about seaweed.
Does it taste like greens though?
It don't taste like greens. It's not greens of the sea. Lettuce. Maybe it's Thanksgiving greens for Aquaman.
Can you season it? Put some
I don't know.
I want to put some vinegar on it. Will it taste better?
It's been floating around in the ocean.
Maybe you got to ask his daughter.
Part of the filtration system of the ocean floor. I believe fish shit has been on it.
Yeah, of course.
I believe urine from sharks been on it.
What about bug shit on the greens? You can rinse it off.
I'm not rinsing it off.
I don't know, man. Seaweed.
If somebody piss on some apples on the ground and ain't enough rinsing they can do to make me eat them, I would have to be in a cell starving to death
before you even attempt to think about eating them.
Well, Ray, it's that time, man.
Yeah, man. I know Jack just said something, but we about to get up out of here. So we'll get with you next time.
Jack, we're going to get at you next time. It's time to wrap.
Yeah. So, I'm Ray the Shark on Facebook, Ray the Shark 4 on IG. And, you already know you can catch me on WeUpRadio.com every Monday on OPNation Talk, And anybody who would like a OPNation Talk shirt, please get at Goldie and me. We'll, make you up a nice one. Prices will be you could just get at us on that.
WeUpRadio.com merchandise.
Merchandise. You just get straight up WeUpRadio.com, or you can get like a specific show you tune into a lot or whatever. I know I like our new logo. You know what I'm saying? Goldie hooked it up. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man, just get at us, man. WeUpRadio.com. Hey.
I'm OG DJA on Facebook, .DJA on Instagram. Holla at us.
We're going to get Jack to come on the show. DJ Go to Montana. Everywhere you look from the gram to the book. It's Twitter everywhere. It's just straight DJ Go to Montana, man. Have fun. Do what you do. Turn up. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.